I want each of you to imagine that you and a loved one are traveling in a car and all of a sudden are in a serious, brutal car accident. And one of you is in dire need of blood transfusions in order to survive. And you get to the hospital and imagine that there's a low supply of your rare blood type that you need. Well, this scenario that I just described is a very real situation that many families and loved ones deal with, and it can turn into a very sad situation. So the problem that I'm going to address is the lack of blood donation and the lack of blood supply in our hospitals. So I'm going to tell you about the importance of blood donation, some of the specific requirements of donating blood, and how each of you can make a difference and help others. So I've participated and volunteered in several blood drives throughout my school in helping find volunteers, find students to sign up, as well as making snacks for the donors and things like that. And I was also a junior volunteer at the Fort Madison Hospital, and I was able to kind of see some patients and see them in the situations where they might need transfusions, and up close and personal. It was kind of sad, but a good experience to see that. So I'm first going to say that there's a constant lack of blood supply in the hospitals, and redcross.org says that every minute of every day someone is in need of blood. And actually they also state that 3 out of 100 Americans will donate blood. So there's a lot more people that need blood than what they actually have. And Mayo Clinic says that 25% of us at some point in our lives will need to have a blood transfusion and will require blood. So I have on a graph that this is the 25% of us that will need the blood, and this is the 3% that actually donate. So as you can see, there's a big difference of what we will need versus what we actually have in supply. And blood is used at a faster rate than it is donated, and blood can't be substituted or it can't be created or made. It's only supplied through people who donate. And MayoClinic.org says the number of blood transfusion is increasing by 9% each year. So each year, more and more people are in need of blood, as well as versus the lack of it that we're not getting. And I think the solution, it seems pretty easy, that why can't we all just donate blood? And in a perfect world, that seems like it would be easy. But people object to it, and there are certain reasons why people don't give blood. And one of the common objections is that people have a very big fear of needles. So raise your hand if the fear of needles would be a reason that you wouldn't give blood. Okay, so even a few of you in here say that the fear of needles is like a deal breaker and you're not going to give blood. But I think this objection can be overcome by maybe going to blood drives if you see someone give blood and just realize that maybe if you can handle that quick prick and then just a few minutes that you're giving blood, it might not be a big deal. If you can overcome that and try it, then you might be able to become a donor. But if you absolutely are set on that and will never give blood with needles, there's other ways you can help out, as well as the people that aren't eligible. The requirements say that you must be 16 with parental consent, healthy, and over 110 pounds. And if you're anemic, if your iron's too low, there's those reasons that you might not be able to donate. You can help out by maybe organizing one for a local organization or volunteering at a blood drive through the Red Cross or your church. Red Cross is always in need of people to find volunteers, to find donors, so there's other ways you can help out and make a difference through that. Other people say that they think it's too time consuming or they don't have time to fit that into their schedule. But in reality, the whole process of from the time you walk in to the time you walk out is actually maybe only a half hour, 40 minutes. And the time that you're actually hooked up and they're pumping the blood out of you is maybe 10 minutes, 15 at the most. But does anybody know how much blood is actually taken out when you donate once? Any guesses? How much?
500 mils.
Okay, well it's actually about a pint. And here I have, this is about what a pint of blood will look like. So this bag alone is enough to save up to 3 lives. And so just even donating once makes a difference. And another objection is people say that they're not sure where to go or they're not sure, how to find a blood drive. And I'm going to give you a website. It's www.aabb.org. And this website you can log on and fill in maybe your zip code or the address area that you live in, and it'll give you a list of locations for blood drives or people you can contact if you're interested in helping out or donating. So it's a really helpful site, and I hope that you guys have learned a little bit about the importance of donating and the importance of the severity of the lack of blood supply. So I'm going to leave you with this challenge that the next time you read about or see in like a newsletter something about a blood drive, I challenge you to not ignore it, but take the 10 minutes out of your day to make a difference and save lives.